Hey Music World, what's going on? John here from What's Spinning, here tonight to chat about this latest album from Salem-based Massachusetts band, Metalcore legends Converge. Their first in quite some time. Now, I'm not going to do my usual breakdown of their discography, mostly because I did that yesterday. I posted a full ranking of their discography, at least my thoughts on their studio albums over the years. Now, in a solo sense, this is the first time that we've heard from Converge in almost a decade. The last solo effort was 2017's The Dusk in Us. Now, they did release that project alongside of Chelsea Wolfe and Stephen Brodsky, the Blood Moon 1 project a few years back, which I really liked. I know it was sort of polarizing with fans, though. But that being said, this is their first solo album in almost 9 years. It's called Love Is Not Enough. Let's chat about it. This album kicks off with its title track, and right off the bat, Converge are not wasting a single second. That opening guitar line is super memorable. And very quickly, this track just explodes with hostility. This thing is gruesome, it's angry, and it's ugly in the best way. And like the breakdowns, especially drum-wise, are pretty insane on this track, as well as the guitar work in general. This whole track just has this feral sound to it. Not only that, but I am getting some classic nods to hardcore punk, which Converge have done plenty of in the past. It gives this track just a little extra bite. All around, this is exactly where I want to hear the band right now. Also really love Bad Faith. This track just sounds so violent. This sounds old school, man. This is some early days Converge stuff. Guitars are pummeling, the drum work is insane. And Jacob Bannon on vocals just sounds like a damn animal on cuts like this. And there is also just this raw danger to this cut, which is just impressive with just how long Converge have been putting out music. I mean, for them to just take a couple of years off and come back this feral, it's pretty impressive. To Feel Something is one of the more off-the-rails moments here. And as far as this sound goes, this is the best example of it here. It's tense, it's unforgiving, it just feels like it can snap at any moment. This guitar lick just feels like it's like following you, ready to attack at any moment. And this track just, it doesn't hit hard right away, it just sort of lingers. There is just unease, though, in every single riff, and Converge really do lean into that tension wonderfully. It's the kind of controlled chaos they've always excelled at. Also really love Beyond Repair. This is a smart shift for the record. This one just creeps along instead of sprinting. I mean, the atmosphere here is absolutely infectious. The guitars are twisted and wiry, and this track just sounds like it's imploding and just falling apart by the minute. But even though this track is instrumental, I think that it's really a crucial moment here. It gives the band a couple of times to really breathe and let that atmosphere really cook. It's ominous and genuinely unsettling at points. Converge really did play the long game on this track. The restraint shown is impressive, and it really does work. I mean, the whole opening portion of this record just really shows that Converge can just take a few years off and come back swinging. And honestly, I don't have a lot of bad to report here. Distract and Divide isn't really my cup of tea. This one, once again, really leans in on that hardcore punk energy, which I do respect. But this one just feels rushed. The production on this cut is a lot flimsier. While the energy is here, this track just sounds like it could fall apart at any minute, and not in a cool way either. This just doesn't seem to have the same love and care as other cuts on this record. A lot of the same thoughts on Force Meets Presence. This is probably my least favorite cut here. This riff, it is not for me. It just feels way too nu metal. And it does eventually take off as a track. It definitely has that explosive energy as well. But it just doesn't have that same polish as some of the strongest cuts here. And not only that, if I did have one more complaint about this record is, while this record is very, very good, it is Converge doing what Converge does best. For all of its runtime, we don't get a lot of material here. It's 10 tracks, barely over 30 minutes, and there's not a lot of risks taken. While this album overall is excellent, honestly, it's just nothing that we haven't heard from the band yet. But still, Converge are legends for a reason, and they really do end this album off very solidly. Amon, Amok is one of my favorite cuts here. This track just sounds massive right from the get-go. The production is incredible. And while it's not the fastest or most breakneck track here, my God, it just sounds so calculated. There's just such a sense of finality baked into this track that is impressive. Gilded Cage, this is another great deep cut, one for that weight pumping playlist. God, this the opening line to this track, you just feel like you can cut through metal with it. This track is just such a brooding, hulking presence, and the bass riff that we get here and Jacob Bannon's performance add on to that. The constant breakdowns throughout this cut too are absolutely brutal. Also, really love the atmosphere on this track. This is one of the most suffocating and dark tracks here. It just sounds like you're trapped in a room and the walls are closing in on you. And Make Me Forget You may be my favorite track on this album, single or otherwise. It's lengthy for sure, it's one of the lengthier cuts on this record, but my god, the playing all around is top notch. Jacob's performance is one of his most exciting on this record, and the extended experimental break where everybody just seems to freak the hell out is really exciting. Also, We Were Never the Same, that cuts this album off. The final single drop from this record, I think it's the best single that they dropped. This track just sounds like it's ready to explode from the word go, and when it does, it is devastating. You get these plodding, sort of dangerous moments alongside these much more explosive and front-facing moments. You get the best of both worlds here. The track just really does wrap up this record fantastic with this very gritty sense of finality. Yeah, overall, this album's pretty great. Like I said, it's not reinventing the wheel for Converge. It's not like they came back and did things that they've never done before. This is just Converge being Converge and doing the best at it. I mean, this is just a very quality metalcore record from veterans that just have been doing this for years, and they still sound great doing it. And yeah, it's not reinventing the wheel or anything, but I would rather listen to this than most of modern metalcore. I'm feeling a very light 8 on this album, but let me know what you all think down below. If you like the video, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe. If you're feeling froggy, turn those notifications on, and let me know down below what you would like for me to chat about in the future. And until next time, have a great day, friends.